2009 Korean Journal Achievement Award in Journalism, Janice Min.
Yeah.
Do it, you do it, you're doing it well.
I live in New York, so those tickets are going to be really interesting. I'm also completely mortified to be up here because everybody's a performer and I don't do those things. So anyway, I hope my speech isn't too dry for everyone. So anyway, good evening. Thanks to Leanne and Justin for such a great introduction and to Corey M for presenting me with this award. It's really an honor to be recognized here with incredible and accomplished actors who we covered in the magazine and whose work I've enjoyed so much. For me, this award is especially significant when I think about just how few Asians in entertainment there used to be. As a girl, I grew up in Littleton, Colorado, where there were no Asians, where we were the Asians in Colorado, and I loved pop culture. I watched Love Boat and Fantasy Island on Saturday nights and and hung Duran Duran posters on my wall, and I read every kind of magazine that was out there. But there was almost never an Asian face anywhere, not even in a commercial. To even have a favorite Korean American actor would have been impossible, and Long Duck Dong and 16 Candles definitely didn't count. By the time I became editor of Us Weekly in 2003, things had changed radically. There were Asian contestants on Survivor and Top Model, American Idol, and The Amazing Race. When I saw Daniel Dae Kim on 24, I was psyched to see that he was playing an agent and not an agent and not the computer guy. The diverse casts of Lost and Grey's Anatomy were so intriguing that I first watched just to see how race was going to be handled. Quite certain that the actors of color would just be supporting tokens. I was wrong. And when Ken Jeong came onto the screen as the OBGYN and Knocked Up, I loved that the racial joke I was always used to seeing never came. My mother, Nung Sung Min, is in the audience tonight. She came from Colorado, so I want to thank her for coming. As a child, when I decided in junior high that I wanted to be a journalist, she never questioned my choice. When I said I wanted to go to Columbia University in New York City for college, even though I'd never been to New York in my life, she didn't balk. And she supported me through graduate school at Columbia as well. And along the way, when I've worked at various entertainment magazines, I started at People and later worked at InStyle, then Us Weekly, she never asked me why I'd want to do that. So I'd like to say thank you to my mom. I realized I was incredibly lucky to have had a clear sense of what I wanted to do and parents who let me be what I wanted to be. And in experiences I'm sure shared by the other two honorees, I've been contacted through the years by so many young Korean Americans and Asian Americans. They ask for advice and tell me they didn't know it was possible for an Asian person to do what I'm doing. Oftentimes they've told me that their parents wouldn't even consider letting them be journalists or go into the media until they showed their parents my story. It was then that they could see it was possible for an Asian American to succeed in the industry. So I wanted to say thank you to organizations like CORIAM for recognizing and highlighting achievement in the community and congratulate them on such a special night. Such efforts, including nights like this, definitely serve to help so many others by showing what's possible. So thank you very much.